I actually want to talk about something I call the pathology of wealth, or profit pathology. I've given it two names. And that's really what I'm going to be talking about mostly, because that's the thing that's really oppressing us and much of the world today. And capitalist ideology, and it does have an ideology, has numerous popular myths attached to it, what the anthropologists would call the Miranda and the Sacranda, you know, the scenarios to be admired and the ones that are sacred, the stories that are sacred about its origin and its meaning. And the myth of capitalism has a lot of that. There's the myth of capitalism and social prosperity, that capitalism just brings social prosperity. Well, in fact, most of the world is capitalist and most of the world is poor. Don't talk about social prosperity to capitalist Nigeria. Don't talk about it to capitalist Honduras or capitalist Indonesia or any number of places. There's the other myth about capitalism and individual success and ready access to wealth for those who have the gumption and the get-go. Capitalism and the free market self-regulation, that one. That I'll be talking much more about that later on. Capitalism brings international trade and peace. You notice all the peace we've got in capital? I think I slept late one weekend and I missed the peace. And capitalism and its supposed symbiosis with democracy. And that's another thing I was going to talk about tonight, because the title is but I've written about that one so long. I just thought I would just meander around on some of these other subjects. There's one common theme or myth when you launch into a critique of capitalism. It's the one I call the mom and pop litany. It's the people who then celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit and say, well, two people start a little business and then it grows and they employ some other people. And it's usually said in this sentimental, nostalgic, sing-song way and all that. And I think those are good, actually. I've been accused on the Internet. You get accused of everything on the Internet. I've been accused of, some guy wrote, Parenti is soft on small business. In fact, I am. I think small businesses are okay, But we're not talking about small businesses tonight. We're talking about giant corporations. As Lenin said about 100 years ago, you didn't know I was going to quote Lenin so early in the talk, huh? He was in one of his more hyperbolic moments, too. He said, 1 million small businesses count for nothing. A few giant cartels count for everything. They are what lay down the law. They are the thing that shaped the face of the whole society and such. Well, so whenever I talk about capitalism, I'm not talking about mom and pop. I'm talking about the big corporations, okay? The free market core mythology, to which both political parties in this country and just about all mainstream commentators are wedded to, argues in effect that, and here I'm kind of paraphrasing John Maynard Keynes, because he said this too about free market capitalism. The free market mythology, it argues that the most ruthless, selfish, opportunistic, greedy, calculating plunderers, applying the most heartless measures in cold-blooded pursuit of corporate interests and wealth accumulation, will produce the best results for all of us through something called the invisible hand.